Hey, welcome in everybody. Yours truly, Johnny Belize, and welcome to episode 8 of Blooper. Hey, good evening, everybody. Oh boy, here we go again. Oh, I can't. He's killing me in this tent over here. All right. Do I just keep going, Oliver? Do I gotta just keep going with this? Okay. All right, Georgie, get back in the tent. All right, hold on a second. All right, Johnny, let's go. Get real here. All right. Hey, good evening, everybody, and welcome to the 8th episode of Evolution of RPG. I am your host, Johnny Belize, and we have none other than Georgie from Clarksburg, Virginia. Welcome in, Georgie, as he comes out the tent. We forgot to play that. So you got to go back. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, do this again.
We were hoping you were going to slide or do some kind of spin or something.
Oh no, I'm too old for that.
Well, welcome in, George. Nice to meet you. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well. You're right down the street, Clarksburg, Virginia.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to knock for you someday.
The short drive.
So, from what I understand, talking to my producer, Oliver, you're one of the co-partners of the Gas Guild.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
we had the honor of interviewing your partner, Strife. So tell us, how did the Gas Guild come about?
Well, we were originally part of another Discord with a group of friends of ours. They didn't really allow like streaming and monetization and like what's the word? Yeah. But so we decided to start our own things. Well, we wanted to do some streaming and possibly, we wasn't really looking to make money, but like if it happened, it happened.
Right. No,
And they
100%.
didn't allow it, but yeah, that was the idea.
So, speaking of monetization, I know, some of the games that you can go play online, you have DMs, GMs, storytellers that charge to come play their games, and I know it's been a little bit of a controversy. So, on your aspect of it, where I guess you guys you don't monetize, correct?
No, we don't. We haven't
Okay.
yet.
So, if you decide to, or just in your basic opinion, monetization over just saying, "Hey, come on out and play," what's your thought process?
I'd prefer to just let people play the game. That's the whole idea. It's a game. Just come out, have fun, play the game. But then, if you're an experienced DM, you're aware of like the schedule conflicts and how hard it is to put that game together. And some DMs they put a lot of work into that world, and they want to make sure their players are going to show interest. And I tell you what, if a player is paying to play that game, they're going to show that interest.
Speaking about putting the work in, speaking to our producer Oliver beforehand, he mentioned that you're big into the AI, and in fact, you're actually doing the backdrop, from what I understand, for this session of RPG and some of the things that you use on your online gaming.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I use it for the Discord logos. I use it for character art, for world art. It's just handy, man.
Let me ask you this question: when it comes to doing the AI stuff and just getting the right backdrop or the right figures, whatever it is you're trying to do you as also as a DM, do you find yourself putting more time into the AI than you do prepping for the actual game itself, or does it kind of equal out?
Sometimes I spend more time on that AI, yeah, for sure.
But the AI visualization, hello, I'm going to skip that word. Sometimes the AI, it just makes the game, the scenery, the vision from the players a lot better. It really gets you into the game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it helps point their imagination in the right way. You don't want to control their imagination. You just want to guide it. So it kind of just helps.
So how often do you get to play around the table like the old school style of tabletop role playing? How often do you get to do that compared to playing online?
Well, I've been doing that for about 2 years, playing every other Saturday. It's actually where I'm going after this.
I have a feeling you said that before.
Probably.
Oh, this is going to be one of the better ones. I mean, listen, you can't beat the old tabletop style of gaming. Just hearing the dice roll, the crack at the table. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
just like it is online too. Everyone's just waiting to see what you rolled to get you out of this jam, or try to help you out as best you could in a maybe a total kill situation.
hmm Yeah, it's there's something different about when you look at your players and ask to borrow some dice, and they just their hearts because they know
Yeah.
what's coming.
So tell us a little bit more about yourself. How long has it been since you've been gaming?
Oh well, I've been tabletop gaming
All
uh,
together.
all together. Shit, I've been playing video games since I was 5, maybe, and I didn't really get into D&D until maybe 4 years ago when I'd been playing Xbox and I met Strife and some of those other buddies from the other server, and they told me all the time about how they used to play D&D and how cool it was. So I was like, and they were like, okay, well we'll start a Discord and so we can all play there, and that's where I started playing in some of their games, and it just history from there.
So just a short amount of time that you've been playing. Tell everybody about your first character.
My first character, Hit Palico, this Leonin monk. Because I didn't know what I was doing in building the character, I'd built him all wrong. So he was rather dumb. He was rather a dumb character. He didn't have anything in Dex. He didn't have anything in Wisdom. Completely built. He was useless. He was so useless. Funny though. He was great for the story, but
What was his wow moment? What was your favorite moment with that character?
oh man.
Because usually everybody's first character is usually, I wouldn't say always their best, but most memorable. So in that aspect, what was your wow moment with your first character, or even any character if you want to add to it?
Um, Shoot, there were so many with him. Um, there was one time we were having this real struggling really hard in the it was the Dungeon of the Mad Mage. I think me and the party's cleric, the healer, had gone down, and we were kind of next to each other. My character was like a real goofy, like dumb cat, real playful, and his was like this serious stoic like healer, and we're kind of like down next to each other. And I'm like reaching over and grabbing his hand. He's like slapping my hand away. It was a really good one though, but there was one part where I ran through that dungeon by himself because I would, their speed, monk speed is unrivaled. So I would go ways ahead, and I had this what was it, robe of useful items, and I got caught by this guard, and he's like, "You're coming with me." So I tore off a patch of a pitfall, threw it under him, and ran away. It was pretty good.
So I have my next question in mind here. So with all the AI you do and the gaming and the Dungeons and Dragons, what does your collection look like? Not only physical collection, but how about your digital collection? I can only imagine what you have put aside for everything that you guys do at Gas Guild.
Oh, my collection's pretty big if you're going off like AI artwork. If you're going off like maybe solid books or even digital books that I've bought, you'll find them kind of cheap. I don't really buy. That's why I use AI.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you go through my phone, you'll just see pages and pages and pages of AI artwork. Just like I got a bunch of, I think I did some for RX Oliver. I sent him a handful, but I've still got pages that I didn't send him. When, because it comes with trial and error. You trial and like, okay, that's not the right prompt. I got to try this prompt. This.
So our producer Oliver, last episode, had the honor of interviewing one of the first females, I guess, from what I understand, THC. How about for the Gas Guild? Who was your guys' first female player, and how do you think the female aspect of gaming brings to Gas Guild?
Well, it was definitely for the Gas Guild. The first female player was a friend of ours from the other server. She's still there, but she helps run that other server still, so she's not very active in ours, which is understandable. But yeah, I don't know. They're a pretty strong force in D&D. I mean, we've got several more female players, and some are DMs, and they're all amazing players. I think some of their role play is just top notch, man. Kicks mine in the bucket. You know what I'm saying?
I think, and again, the interview that he did was absolutely amazing, and that's why I wanted to implement this question into this episode, especially speaking with another gentleman from another Discord server, and just get your guys' opinion on the whole aspect. I just think I think it's great to have. We should even get. I'm not saying we don't, but there's probably already a lot of women. But how many women do you guys have in your channel? Just the one?
There's I think a handful. I've played with a few of them. Man, they really approach situations from a different point of view sometimes, I think. But like this one, I played with her a few times. She's a bit crazy. I used her as it's actually one of my videos on my YouTube. I don't do a lot anymore, but it was she was the secret hag that was mixed in with the party. They had to figure out. She's so freaking evil, man.
And I bet you she plays the part well.
All she did.
So when it comes to virtual tabletop gaming, which one's your favorite?
Virtual tabletop? The one I've been using the most here lately is above VTT. It's like Owlbear if it were upgraded like Roll20. But it's basically a free version of Roll20. It really a lot easier to use if you are familiar with Roll20. It has a super mega wizard, allows grid lining, makes it super easy. But I've used several other ones. There's one I also like to use called One More Multiverse. A lot of people aren't familiar, but it's got just tons and tons of assets for audio, sound effects. It's got 2D like graphics. It looks like a 2D scroller, like your 8-bit video game. It's so cool. It's got dynamic lighting and shadows, but it's a lot of work to set something up.
Considering the amount of time that you guys put into the AI and prepping for the games, how often will you run that same scenario? Like for example, you run it with this group of people, and then you have a couple others. Like, I guess because from what I understand, you're the guy behind the Godzilla.
Yeah, I ran that one for 2 groups. I think the first group I ended up killing 2 players. The second group were a little bit more ready, and I also forgot to heal. Damn, I felt bad. But they wiped him out pretty quickly in that second game. I'm not even going to discredit them. I don't think healing would have saved them. They dismembered him.
But what happens? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're good.
So what happened? What's going to happen after or if Godzilla gets wiped out? What happens from there? Do we fight King Kong?
Well, you didn't play the last one. When they ended up killing that Godzilla.
Oh, they did kill him.
They did kill him. Yeah, both parties managed to kill him. And when he fell, they celebrated. One got ready to fly off when all of a sudden the earth began to shake, and a mountain far off in the distance rose and emitted another atomic breath into find out it's a bigger, larger Godzilla. They just killed the baby.
That was like your ace up. That's like the ace up your sleeve there, right? Just when you thought you got away with this one.
You thought you won.
So the Gas Guild community, whether you guys just like this episode here, we're around the virtual tabletop here, or at live. What's your guys' go-to snack? What kind of drinks we got? What kind of food we eating?
Coffee normally. Something to give me some energy, wake me up. But snacks, boy, anything? I don't know. I don't normally just prepare snacks. I'm kind of ADHD. It's just whatever.
So, as kids, teenagers playing this game, you could pull all-nighters, and sometimes them all-nighters weren't enough. But as adults, we come to limited time. We have kids. We have work. At the Gas Guild, even yourself, what's a respectable set playing time for you guys?
I would say like a standard playing time would be like 4 hours for a session, and that's like your normal. Everybody thinks that's going to be, hey, that we can get enough work done in 4 hours. We make some progress. But I think by that last hour, everybody's so bogged down. The role play's diminished. The interest is diminished. I found that after 3 hours, it just starts to go downhill. So I like to end my games about 3 hours because it keeps it at that high point before they start to drop. It really helps set up that next session.
Very cool. Well, George, I know you have some plans tonight to go play around the table with your friends. I want to take this opportunity to thank you for taking some time aside to answer some questions in our episode here of Evolution of RPG. Is there anybody out there that you want to give out a shout to?
Big thanks to Strive to help me starting this guild up with us. It's I could have done it without him for sure. But it wasn't just us. We brought a group. Another two guys, Magix and JK Lethal, and two of the other big DMs in our server. Been there from the start. They're great DMs. I want to talk to them, get them in on one of these. But yeah. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem. Well, listen, and this goes for everybody out there in the Gas Guild and THC and all the Discord channels, wherever you're at. Contact me, Johnny Belize. Hit up my producer, RX Oliver. And listen, episode 8, right? We got 2 more episodes for the season finale. So let all your friends know. Share that link. Hit like and subscribe. And for Johnny Belize, Georgie, and my producer, none other than RX Oliver, we'll catch you later.